Uh, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I got it for free because of PS Plus. So I'm just gonna do a bit of its stuff on it. No. To the computer. I see the computer. I wanna see good, so I'll do this. Yeah, at my time? Okay then. Guys, sorry to tell you this, but actually, I could wait like 30 seconds. Oh no, I messed it up. Okay, a few more seconds. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hi. Okay then. Can I get a kiss?
This is the story of a
What
man
the?
named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders
That's
came to
easy.
him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
Yep.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-making, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came. As though he had been made
I'm back.
exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
For a second, when I first saw this game,
And then one day,
I thought it was about the
something
Stanley
very
Cup.
peculiar happened.
Don't know why.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Could I move now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Over here? No. Here. I guess not. Open up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll open my right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yup, employee lounge. I'm trying to open every door. Oh.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yes.
Stanley's but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What if I do my right? No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Oh,
it's
come
incredible
on.
he wasn't fired years ago.
Just trying to, I don't know. I want to get more achievements. Huh. I'm not supposed to be here. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
See, I'm
not
smart.
your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yeah,
I
no.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
Who
stop
is it?
trying to make every decision by yourself.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Here.
She's been waiting.
Bye. Okay, what? Is this whole place been murdered? Oh,
That's
ring,
so,
ring.
Stanley. You need
A ring. Yes. Oh, I'm already started.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Yes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Oh,
I'm
come
trying
on.
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see
So mean.
something. Come inside.
That my love is
Let
a
me show you
mannequin.
what's really going on here.
What the? What? Oh, I can move.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No. I'm not clicking X. I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna stay here waiting until it doesn't need me to. Am I really gonna have to click it? I don't have much of patience. 3, 2, 1. Oh, fine.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Wait, I don't
It
have
was
a body.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to
Maybe
work
because
was
I'm
a
a
reminder
ghost.
that none of it would ever happen to him.
No. Not clicking. Whatever.
And so he began
Oh.
to fantasize
What?
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
It was the
So
boys.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Why do I have a bed dinner like?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How
There's
could
no
there
way.
possibly be? In
Oh my
reality,
God.
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I might as well just sleep on the floor.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that
What?
in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains
Hello,
here,
Taha.
he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I will do it. Taha. Huh? I'm bored. It told me not to press the button. But now I want to press the button. But it said not to. Taha, should I click the button? Even though the person told me not to? Or should I wait? So I click the button. Say yes again if I click it. Just to make sure. Why does it take you this long to type yes? I'm still waiting. I'll click it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I don't know how.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried
Maybe
again,
this time.
and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh my god. What the heck? I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'll have to retry. Oh. Oh, listen.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Huh. My broom
Stanley
open.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around
But there's
and
a
got
broom.
back on track.
What if I just stay in here? Huh.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Huh. I'm still gonna stay here. Hee
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Oh my
He wasn't
god,
even
dude.
doing anything. At
Yeah,
least
no.
if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Family Guy.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Do you not
Standing
see me
around
in the
doing
broom
nothing?
closet?
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I want to be in the broom closet because there's an actual broom, but you're not letting me use it. And you said there's nothing in here, but look at all
You do
this
realize
beautiful
there's no choice
stuff.
or anything in here, right?
I was still
If I'd
talking.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, maybe she
Oh
would have
my
had a reason
God.
for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to
Bruh.
me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Oh my
I
god.
never would have thought to mention it.
Why aren't you just letting me do what I want to do? I want to look in this broom closet and stay in
Maybe
here.
to you this is
Shut
somehow its
up.
own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
My friends, I don't have any. I'm just
Stanley
kidding.
was fat and ugly and really rather stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection.
That's
That's
me.
how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay,
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to
What's
the
gonna
broom
happen
closet,
if you-
explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system
Ooh,
and
do
you
that, do
collapsed
that.
in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so
I'm not
as to
gonna do
ensure
that.
your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer
Ay,
is
ay,
dead.
ay.
They have
It's
fallen
not a
prey to any
computer, it's a
number of your
TV with a
countless
PS5.
human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative
Okay, you're
of
just
the
making fun of me
long-term
now. I don't deserve
sustainability
this.
of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another
Oh my
human to
god,
take
you're
their
so
place, making sure
mean.
they understand basic first-person video game
Bro.
mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative
Excuse me,
tropes in
sorry.
video gaming.
Uh-uh.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay. I'm not gonna do it, by the way. This is so boring. I'm still gonna be in here, though. You guys could probably skip this. Because there's nobody watching. So. Is that a bug? It's a roach. I'm not gonna listen to you. Keep talking. Maybe I should just step out. Huh. Should I?
Ah, you too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay then. This broom closet is so beautiful. Ugh, I don't want to step out. It's so boring out there. This broom closet is This broom closet is way better. You know, guys, if anybody is watching here, you guys should subscribe. I only have 75 subscribers. That's not a lot. But it's enough to go live, and that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna... What? Oh, I guess I'll have to step out. Secret buttons. Guess I gotta go. Nope. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm not going upstairs, I'm going downstairs. Why did I just get scared?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the
come
possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed
what?
everyone had vanished. His boss
They
would
did.
think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am
Again?
crazy. All
What?
of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
See, I
Why
said
did
that.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
See, me too,
And for
me
that
too.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This
Fumble
can't be
fart
real.
nugget.
And at last,
I just
he
cut
came to the
myself
conclusion
kind
that it
of
had been on the tip
on
of
my
his
desk.
tongue. He just
Now I
hadn't
got
found
hurt.
the words for it.
My skin got cut.
Dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief
No,
Stanley
I'm
felt
dead.
to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Oh my god.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then
What?
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Yes.
Why is there
What?
a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
See-
doing and thinking?
That's what I said.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing
Elevator.
my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Coffee.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Nope.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
That's so
Now, hearing the
normal.
boy speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Well,
After
I'm
all,
not
he
talking
knew
though.
for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a
Yeah.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Yeah, I'm in control.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
It's Uncle
The
Larry,
fresh air of a world outside
not the
this
blanket.
one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm
Let
through
me
with this
wake
dream.
up.
I wish it to be over.
Let me wake
Let me go back to my
up.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Let me
It's
wake
all I want.
up.
I want my apartment and my wife
You
and
didn't
my
have
job.
a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I don't know
Everything will
about
be
you
fine.
being normal.
I am okay.
I don't know if you are though. What if you're not? And I'm back in a room. This is
Stanley
just
began
great.
screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
I am real.
Please, just someone tell me I am real.
I'm red.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear
I'm
my voice?
red.
Who am I? Who am I?
I'm blue. I will eat 80 guys.
Everything went black.
I'm black. I went black. Wait, no. Everything went black. Yeah.
This is the story
That's
of
why.
a woman named Mariella.
What? I just changed people?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked
Oh
to
my
her
god, I
place of
actually
work.
see my body
But on
now.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by
It's
the body of a
Stanley!
man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself,
Stanley.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although
It's
she would soon turn to
Stanley.
give call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she
D-R-U-G-S.
thought to
That's
herself
what
how
he's
lucky
been
she
taking.
was to be normal.
Oh yeah? Yeah,
I
huh?
am sane.
Oh yeah?
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way,
Yes.
seeing this man made her feel better.
What? That's
But then she
bad.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Ah.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a
So you
moment
just
that she
left.
stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay! That's bad. Is this the whole game? This it? Is this it? Okay, nope. Button. Computer. Coffee, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
What?
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Is this 412? Oh, yeah. I want to get over there.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Okay,
open
am I
doors,
just repeating
he
this?
entered the door on his left.
Okay, let me see if there's any trophies. Okay. There's 12 trophies. Is it Tuesday? No, it's Saturday. Left, right. He said left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
Man.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
I don't care about this.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know, I'm not listening this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
It's black in here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He
Nope.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to
Is
get
it
back,
Freddy
he needed to
Fazbear?
go, from here it's, left.
No, it's right. No. Come on.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
See, I just told ya.
No, not the right.
Uh,
Why would I
this
have
one?
ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Can you hurry up?
Let's see, we went down right,
Oh my
left, down,
God!
left,
Hurry
right.
up!
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You didn't hear anything. Is this Pennywise? I'm playing this.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to...
Fired.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time,
No.
suppose we don't wander so far off track.
No.
Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait.
What?
What? No,
Wait, what?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move
no.
the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come,
Yay!
Stanley.
This
Let's find the story.
Oh. Oh. You know what way is the right way to go? Right. It's always right. Is this the back rooms or something? It's always right.
I'll say
always
it.
right.
This is the worst adventure I've
Oh,
ever been
come
on. I can
on.
promise
You did this.
there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to
No,
restart the game again?
no,
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, oh my God.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be
There's no
remembering
doors.
this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
No, I think this guy's the fat, dumb, and stupid one. Wait, no, they mean the same thing.
Aha! I knew
knew
it was
it.
something. The story.
This.
Here it comes.
I don't like dark, scary
No,
stuff.
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the heck?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office
Kind of looks
building.
like a Red Dead Redemption
Is that
thing.
correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Nope.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what
Blinding
we
you
were supposed
guys.
to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations! I knew
I
you
win.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Yes! Oh
good
my
job.
God! I win!
Oh, no. No. I
Are you
don't feel
serious?
right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual
I
work for
did
that win.
though.
Some people win fair and square,
I
and this was not one of those
did.
situations. Okay?
What
I'm
do you
getting weirded out by whatever
mean?
this place is. I don't care
I
what might
obviously
happen this time.
won. You just said I
have to
won.
restart.
Oh, you're serious? Oh, what is this?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to
The
make sure
line.
we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yep, it's so simple.
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
But I got nowhere to go. I didn't see a line.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over
Yeah.
in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation
I'm
of
gonna go
the
here now.
nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
I'm
Now,
not
we
gonna
can both
wait.
agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective
Am I going the
experience
wrong way?
of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Those are big
Come on.
words. I don't
That
understand.
got a bit
We don't
weird back
understand.
there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the
Cupcake.
mood.
Oh. I think this isn't a real song, but
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
what fun?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later
What
in the story.
fern?
Make sure you study it closely
This.
and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Bye.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my god, stop restarting you. I'm sad. I've been playing for 38 minutes.
Stanley,
Oh
I
my.
say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Oh my
intelligent people, right?
god.
Why can't
I
we
am.
make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? This? This direction.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
This
Just
walking
me
through
and
a hallway
Stanley
is so
forging a
exciting.
new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Big
Use your
fart
imagination.
dancing.
Whatever it might be,
Well, I mean
Stanley.
farting dancing
I'm
flamingos
ready for it.
that are eating cupcakes filled with
Oh,
tomato.
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Wee.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. You should be fine.
Wee. Oh. What? I would never follow the line anywhere.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a
Ooh,
decision.
right.
From here, the story is in our control.
Are you serious right now?
How
You're not letting me
important
choose?
We mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means
I'm
that
helping you think.
somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since
I don't
the
know, I'm
answer
just
is
spinning.
clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
I told you right
Another
is always
victory for
right.
logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Let's see. Ah, yes. I guess it's this way.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
I died?
determined?
Oh my god.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
I died.
What if I don't
Oh
want to
my
forget?
god.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't.
Yes, don't do it. Just give me a win.
I won't do it.
Give me a win or an oh, come on.
Stopped? Does that mean
Time stopped.
did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Yeah.
The whatever it is that made this schedule? How did we
Okay,
even
of
know?
course you had to stop it
Someone
before it was
comes.
an even number.
Something happened.
Jesus. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay.
Me and him very bonded.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What are you saying? Are you serious right now? Am I alone?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No, Adventure. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort
Just
that
20.
warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes.
Yes.
Almost certainly 50 clicks. No.
Oh
I'm
my
still
God.
not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go
Okay,
all the
okay.
way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, is this number 417? 417. Four and seven of here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just
now,
clicking.
door 415. Let's
Oh
give it 10
my
clicks
God.
or so.
Walking all over the place just for you. Ahem.
Now, back to door number
Oh my
437.
god.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Oh, where is it? Ah!
All right, back to room 417.
Oh,
I'm really
God.
feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419.
Yes, this is great.
This
You're
is
putting
great.
it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now
We
the
do.
copy machine, do that one again.
Don't understand what the coffee machine will do, but let's do it. He's so happy right now.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We did it.
Yes!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh,
Ah.
you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Ah, thank you. Now what do we do? Let's go then. I got a trophy. Is he here? Did he leave me?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Doors.
he entered the door on his left.
I'm listening again.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah, no.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh, no, no, not again. I won't
Yes,
be part
again.
of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all.
Okay.
I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Hopefully nothing very important happens. I see nothing important happened. Should I still stay here? I guess. Alright, click. No, I'm closed in a broom closet. Don't know what I'm doing in here. I guess I'll get out. I'm gonna listen.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll listen.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to enter the correct
I'm scared.
code by sheer
Oh my god.
amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, there's one. Oh my god, it's like GTA type stuff. Up, I wanna go up. Okay, I'm going down. Let's do this. This has been going on for 50
Descending
minutes
deeper
now.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized, nope, still on board with death.
Actually, yeah. Wait, no. Let me escape. Looks like faces of smoke. I don't know if this is escape. I don't know if I
behind him
escape
was
by
not
this.
shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope. If you know me, which
At
I'm
this
Stanley.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep, now I'm going into hell. Hey! I made it! I made it! Wait, what? I escaped, man.
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise.
No, I'm dying.
It had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Okay.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
No.
to his brief and
No!
farewell, Stanley.
No! I'm taking it like a man. Oh, because of the medal.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous
Wait, there's a
metal
new
jaws.
narrator.
In a single visceral
Narrator,
instant,
narrator.
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wow. I didn't die though.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
I'm going back.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Why are you saying narrator? It's a narrator. Right? A door? Well, that's very cool. Oh my god, it's like a special
When
bit.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
There's no broom
Do you see
closet.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's mean. No. Ay, ay, ay. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. This is the elevator. That thingy. Money. Fun. Stuff, stuff, stuff. On a fight. I wanna shoot. They could easily make them like that. Infinite quests. Okay. Oh, the phone. Ring. Boom. Boom. But boom, boom, boom. Ah. Should I begin the game again?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yes.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need
I
one
see
another?
nothing but black.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What the?
Turn
No.
off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
What if I did turn off my PS5? Would I be able to live? Is the normal guy back?
All of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
No.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No.
No, I already did it.
Just give these merits away for such little effort. Measly 5 clicks. I suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that...
Hmm.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. No. No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh, come
Stanley
on.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
No.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Don't get that again. see if I'm file and turn up our PS4. So everybody, this is basically oh. This is what the thing was when I sprayed out money. Man, maybe I'm just stupid. Monty's for stealing. Ooh. Nobody's here not telling me to do stuff, so I might as well go up. Oh, yep. No, wait. Oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This is what stuff's about. Sorry, guys. I'm in me, my microphone. I'm on blown nose. I'm back. It's taking a while. Same place will ever go down. I'm just stuck in here now. Gotta go now. Oh. Just let me out now. I'm tired of this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
Do something.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by...
Wait. If we put the code in before he says it. I got the code.
Keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Oh, come on.
That kind of anxiety isn't
Oh,
so
Jesus.
he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, yeah. So calming. Really calming, bro.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Okay.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the...
I don't see anything. It's black in here. Da 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 da.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Ah,
door that
mind
read
control
Mind Control
facility.
Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I was up there
What
before.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I was
Did
already
he
here.
have the strength to find out?
Yes, I do. Hopefully this doesn't collapse. That would not be good. For...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's not healthy. Ooh, I'll be taller.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this
But
the only
controlled by
reason he
me.
was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No.
Let's
He
go,
refused to
Stanley.
believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Yeah, like I'm not controlling you. It's
Wasn't
totally.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Too
place.
dark
And
in
as the cold
here.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Let me shoot
over
stuff
another
and
human
blow it
life. For he would dismantle the controls
Yes.
once and for all.
I know, so. Please just let me blow stuff up. Huh? I clicked something. Was it the buttons? Oh, yep, it was. The button don't do nothing. This game, I've been playing it for an hour and 10 minutes basically
And
now.
when at last he found the source of the room's
So-
power, he knew it was
On.
his duty, his obligation, to put... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls,
No.
did you? After they kept you enslaved all these
No.
years, you go and you try to take control of the machine
No.
for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
I'm
If you want to throw
sorry.
my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency
What?
detonation system.
I'm running
In the
away.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time
Death.
to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside. Or I let it
I'll
burn to
just
a
stay in
crisp.
here and
I
listen.
have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
I ended it.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing right now?
That's
Or
what
did
it
you
is.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I ran away, so.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
I think he's going crazy.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh man, that's
Take
not
a look
good.
at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to
Goodbye,
strike.
employee.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
It's not good.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All
Why is it
about
all
the
2
joke.
4
And
4
believe
2
me,
7?
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the
I'ma
moment
stay
I
here.
say happily ever after.
Boy, everyone. I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Uh-oh. Next time it tells me to turn off my PS5, I'm doing it. Oh, it's like a ride.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Wow.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
Wow.
delighting audiences the world over.
This is so
Step
good.
inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay,
It's so
far
cool.
it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing
Come on, go up.
adventure.
Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
I can't get out.
Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
What? Oh. Okay. I'm Stanley.
All right.
Jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I love jump circling. Jumping around in the jump circle. It's such a happy holiday. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can't jump. No. Bye.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
Ah,
I'm
let's
ready
see.
for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This
Let
is
me
what
out.
happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies.
I know, there's
and
12.
it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation
know.
around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such
You did.
expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley
Yes.
Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Ugh. Like, for real. What the? That's not it. Huh? This new.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. See, he's so nice.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
I can't though. Up there, right? Cause I can't go over here. It's what is this? An army garden thing.
The memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013?
Nope.
When the game originally launched?
That's a year before. That's a year after I was born.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I died. Blood?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Beans?
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
No.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even a Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, sad.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. Oh, these were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, an extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Wow.
Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a dense web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Now it's raining because it's so sad.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
Hmm.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I... What's this one got to say?
10 hours.
You have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary...
Blah, blah.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's
Yeah.
the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped
Like
keeping
years?
track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time.
sorry.
Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that
I
feeling
will
had
do
begun
it.
to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have
say
ever
I,
experienced my entire
I'm gonna
life.
skip.
All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself.
Are you here? Sir? No more leaves? Sir? This place gonna blow up.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
I'm
It's the
sorry,
unwillingness
bruh.
to examine with an uncompromising... The end is never the end, 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 is never
is this game okay?
the end, is never 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 the end, is.
I wonder how long he's been staying here for, and I've been here for too. I'm just gonna click the button. It's gonna go for a bit more. Light. Huh. I hear birdies. Huh. There's natural outside. Let's see what happens if I go even more. Okay, there's now no outside. Which is not good. Let me do it again. If I click it again, it would be bright again. Okay, I'm scared. Let me skip. Huh. Well, we're upside down. Okay, I guess I'll go. We're outside. This is what that lake has become. What? I need a buggy or something. I'm going back. I need to skip this. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. I guess this is the end. This is how it ends. It's never the end, it's never. That's what the words are.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Thank
simply
God you
missed the
forgot about
memo.
everything. The new content again.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Did you make it when it was like the million years of waiting? Oh, let's go over here this time. No. I guess I'll just do this way then.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
2?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Whoa, is that Trump? Oh no, it's Biden.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features. For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind,
Let's see.
my first addition to the game is... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
My
of
name's
this
not
feature.
Jim.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to
I'm
imagine
Jimmy.
yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
No.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay.
Yes! You see! What a thrill! What a
This
rush!
is
That was
it?
you! The button described you! Do it again! Do it again! Jim! Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy! Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Oh man. There's no more Jim. Door.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play this. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Ooh. I wanna get that trophy. I'ma go back to get that easy trophy. Okay, oh. The lava? Okay, no, the lava's in here.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, your cup... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
bruh.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Endless hole.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
What if I wanted to choose this one? Oh, look at that balloon, it's so lonely. I'm gonna leave now.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on. Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Fine.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But oh goodness, Stanley, this is very awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to both the exhibits for the bucket and the collectibles. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves both of them. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles and the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Okay then, I'll go get the collectible. It's the Galaxies.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I'm starting to walk. Is that me now? I think I'm walking it. Oh. There's people. Yay. No, I can't.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
He said bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it?
Nope.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable.
Okay, let's put it back. Don't know what I'm doing with this bucket, but okay.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Let's go up. Let's go up again.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Cool.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
I don't know what that meant. Well, anyways, this is the end of my stream. I should have been going to bed by now. Bye.